Previously on Watashi Suzume.
So yeah, let's go to the park. Let's go to the park. Let's go park. I don't know what I'm saying. Ignore me.
And now, back to the story.
Hello everybody. My name is Lilith Saga. I am a writer, Succubus, and PNGtuber. And today we are continuing our playthrough of Watashi Suzume. Last we left off, we had gone through our second visit of the shipyard, where Ayumi was able to spy on a couple of the construction workers and managed to find our suspect, and we got a first glimpse at who they may be. We don't know for sure if they're the killer, or even if how many, or if they killed anybody, although it is pretty convincing. Pretty sure he did do it so far. But we gotta know what is under the blanket, and that is why we are here with Ayumi and Shota, and they're gonna sneak in to the warehouse and uncover what is underneath the blanket that I've been dying to know this entire time since the very beginning. Also, we had a cute date with Keiko, and I love that. So, just want to mention that because that is something that happened. Even though Shota won't call it a date, I will. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Once we're back under the shadow of the shipyard gate, our conversation from earlier continues. I'm all ears. How am I going to get past? That's right, so I don't know how she's going to navigate him through while there's people, like, still working. I mean, is this going to be some kind of, like, spy co-op maneuver where she'll be, like, I mean, the hacker behind the computer while he's the one navigating through, like, Agent 47? I don't know. They got the skills for that. But, I mean, at this point, anything's worth a shot because we gotta know what happened. So, you're going to follow my lead is how Ayumi says, assured of herself. I don't know. I know you sound confident, but can you? Is this something you can really do?
Hey, listen!
I'll hover over you and tell you when to move. You'll be fine, I promise. Just remember that the only one getting consequences if we get caught is me, Shota. Have my doubts, but not like I can turn back now. That is also true. Ayumi sighs. She then begins speaking in a language I've never heard before. Certainly sounds like English, but at the same time doesn't. At least not any English that I've heard. Oh, tusa a blackan kredem. What? Is this an actual language, or is this like ghost speak? I think we need an amulet of ghost speak if this is ghost speak. Let me try this again. Oh, tusa a blackan kredem. What? I say confusingly. Ayumi looks back at me mildly annoyed. It's an expression. Well, I got that much. What does it mean? Never mind that, though. Let's get to that warehouse. What, is it a protection spell, maybe? I don't know. I want to hear how it's actually pronounced, though, because I'm sure I butchered the hell out of it. Sure. Here we go. Okay, over the fence. Go behind those crates there. Great. Now wait for it. Now go. Wait. You went too far. Quick. Go back and find some cover. This is ridiculous. Less doubting, more sneaking. Move it. Ah. Whew. I can't believe we actually made it through there. I can't believe it either. I mean, I know this is like on a weekend where there's less construction workers and whatnot, but it should not have been that easy. And of course, the hard thing is going to be getting out of here, but we'll worry about that later. I told you that you were in good hands, didn't I? You did. Finally out of danger, I began to look around my surroundings. Hey, Ayumi, what even is this place? It looks like it hasn't been used in a long time. That was exactly my first thought, too. Huh? What's that? Oh, seems like it's my phone. Did Urta just see us sneak in and was just like, yo, little bro, what you doing hiding in this warehouse? Are you trying to come and surprise me? I dig my phone out of my pocket and take a look at it. Who texts you at a time like this? It's not a text message. Glancing at the top corner of the screen, I discovered the reason for the beeping. Oh no, he has low battery. That's the sign of impending doom. It's a warning that I've entered a dead zone. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, sort of same thing. Not really, but it still doesn't bode well. I can't make or receive calls in here. Cell service does get spottier the further out of town you get. It's nothing to be worried about now. We'll be out of here in no time. God, I sure hope so. Yeah, I guess you're right. Tuck my phone back into my pocket. I mean, yeah, I guess it has been mentioned that the city is just kind of like that with bad cell service, but that doesn't give me good vibes, just saying. This place reeks of being fishy. And I'm not saying that because we're by the sea. By what I gathered, nobody uses this warehouse anymore. They use a newer one next to it. The only reason someone would come in here would be to hide away from their duties. Something doesn't sit right with me about the whole thing. Something's up, and that's why you're here. That's the table over there. Yeah, I see it. I like the way that she's explaining this. It sounds like she's giving us a mission briefing. Are you gonna be okay? If I head out with you, maybe I'll be fine. If I still feel the pain I did last time, I'll go to the other side of the room while you examine it. Whenever you're ready, Shota. Okay. As the music crescendo rises, we're going to be approaching the table. We're going to find out what's underneath it. And I don't think we're going to like it. Watch it be nothing, though. Or it'll just be like a small little, like, sparrow or something hiding underneath. But no, I'm worried it's going to end up being, a body. Just going to say, just worried it's going to be a body, but we have to know. I've been dying to know since all the way back from video 1. Like, okay. Are you guys ready? I think I'm ready. Alright, let's approach the table. Cautiously begin approaching the table. Yes, we're zooming in. Looks like an ordinary table so far. Hey, are you okay? Ayumi's voice begins echoing across my mind, a tinge of pain in her voice. Oh no. No, I'm still struggling a bit. It's not as bad as last time. This is cushioning the pain a bit. It still hurts though. I think I can deal with it, at least for now. What are you waiting for? Remove that cloth so we can figure out what's causing it. Are you sure? Okay. Here it goes. I reach out and grab the cloth firmly in my right hand. With a quick motion, I throw my hand backwards with a great degree of force. It uncovers a great deal of the table, but not all of it. However, it's uncovered enough of it for us to discover something gruesome. No. Is that... me? No! It can't be. But that's the sleeve of my jacket. Ayumi, are you alright? No. I don't think... Ah! My head. My head. It hurts. It hurts. Shota, please step away. I don't think my head can take it. Right, of course, sorry. Ayumi hyperventilates, her breathing pounding the inside of my head. Ayumi? Did that help at all? It still hurts. My head is throbbing like crazy. Oh no. Shota, you have to hide. What? That guy's coming back. You need to hide. Oh shit. There! Get behind those pallets and crouch down. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Hurry! If that guy catches you in here, there's no telling what he'll do. Alright, I'm doing it. I managed to squeeze between the pallets and the wall. Carefully, I lower myself to my knees and duck my head in between them. I hope this is enough to stay out of sight. Wait, did they put the cloth back over as much as it should be? I know he moved it back a little bit, but I wonder if it'll be enough for the murderer to notice. Oh, God. Hopefully it will be. Hush. Huh. What's this? Did someone come in here while I was working? The stranger takes several steps towards the table. Uh-oh. No, I probably forgot to cover you up fully last time. Whew, that was pretty foolish of me. The stranger approaches the table and pulls the cloth over Ayumi's arm. Coming to this town has just been one mistake after another. Hopefully, the mistakes don't matter as long as I get my hands on that winning ticket. There he is. I lucked out with that woman going into a coma like she did. The stranger lowers his head. Such a terrible thing for someone to say. I thought I was done for. Speaking of mistakes, what about the mistake that happened not even a full day later? Yeah, it was a full day later, wasn't it? Because the school announced, like, hey, like, don't go anywhere crazy or whatnot, and then Ayumi and Keiko, they go shopping together. So yeah, it would have been just a whole full day after. Damn. What is he talking about? Honestly, you want to know the truth? The truth is, I admire what you did back there. Eh? I wish I had a friend like you when I was younger. Maybe I wouldn't have turned out like this. In the end, I guess friends don't account for much, do they? They only serve to get you killed. Isn't that right? My ginger-haired little ghost. Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Does he see us? Oh, God. Or please tell me he's just being delusional. A sudden feeling shoots across my entire body, causing me to shiver. I think that's just Ayumi's reaction, right? Ayumi? What happened? Are you alright? I remember. I remember what happened to me. It was him. That son of a bitch murdered me. That was a pretty noble thing you did back there. After all, if you didn't take the ticket away from your friend, she could very well be the one on that table instead. Oh my God. She was protecting Keiko. Keiko must have found the ticket, but Ayumi held on to it because she knew this guy was being shady? Huh. What happened to you is all my fault. I used way more force than I should have. You're damn right you did. I didn't exactly mean to put you in this state. I only wanted the ticket. I'm really sorry about what happened, for what it's worth. I hate all of the things I've done lately, but I hope you understand. Stranger reaches into his pocket and pulls out a raffle ticket. He looks it over as he continues to speak. I don't even know why I come in here anymore. To lament, I guess. I don't think anything I can say will be enough for you to leave me alone. Oh. Does he feel like he's being haunted? Ayumi, you're not going anywhere you're not supposed to, are you? You're not like actually, like, well, I mean, we don't know who this guy is until just now, so there's no way she could have actually haunted him. I don't know. This man is clearly on something not good. To be honest, I don't blame you. I want you to know that I am sorry, but I know that's not enough. Wait, is he apologizing to me? How deranged is this guy? Ow! Please, my head. I'll work on giving you a proper barrier later. Maybe that'll help put you at ease. Oh, wait a second. is the fact that, like, that she's not properly buried, does that have anything to do with the fact that she's a ghost right now? Like, if he buries her, does that mean that once she's buried, she'll be, like, put to rest and is no longer a ghost? I hope that's not the case. Until then, I can't afford to move you. To be discovered now would ruin everything that I've done to get this close. You'll have to stay here a little longer. I am sorry, though. I never wanted any of this to happen. That's just how things fell. Guess that's all I have to say. Hopefully, you'll line up a bit with the nightmares. Although, I doubt it. Wait a minute. Is she causing him nightmares somehow? Or is he just having nightmares from how delusional he is? I feel like either is possible. Though again, Ayumi didn't really know who he was until just now. You hate me, and you have every right to. No chance that you'll let all of this go that easy. With that, the stranger walks to the door and exits through it, leaving Ayumi and I frozen in shock behind a wall of pallets. Okay, I think he's gone. I'm going to make my way out now. Ayumi, are you still with me? Shota. Please, I barely have enough energy to speak at this point. My head is on fire. Get me out of here. Get me away from here. I need to get away from here. What about, my body? Yumi lets out an ironic, somber chuckle. I hate to leave it tended to by this creep. But you heard him. He doesn't plan on moving me anytime soon. Shota, I honestly can't stand being this close to it for another second. We need to leave, and now. We can figure out another plan and come back for it later. Okay, I'm on my way out. Thank you. Are you sure you're able to guide me back through? Yeah, it will be tough, but I think so. Okay, go now. When we make it a safe distance away, I breathe a sigh of relief. I was already doing that one step ahead of you. Oh god. That was intense. I did figure it was a body, but it's still not great to find, even if you're kind of expecting it. There's a confirmation. Ayumi is 100% dead and probably not going to wake up anytime soon. But, again, there's more questions now, especially this killer's character. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens next, I suppose. This was the happiest I've been to see the market come into view. Ayumi, how are you doing? I'm hanging in there, but barely. My head is throbbing like nuts, but it's slowly fading. Hang tight, we're almost back to the apartment. Thanks, Shota. As we make our way through the market district, voices begin to pop up around us. These voices carry with them a feeling of distrust and annoyance. Heh, it's not every day we see you around. Surprised you're not somewhere stuck up Suzume's butt. Oh, is this fucking school, kids? Ugh. Shota, do you hear that? Honestly, I don't see why you hang around with someone like that. I bet if you left her alone, you would have plenty of friends. Do you not care about all your social life at all? I mean, you can hardly speak half the time. Being friends with someone like Hothead Suzume isn't doing you any favors. Shota, I have a bad feeling about this. Let's find out where those voices are coming from. It's not obvious? Are they not actually kids from school here? Sounds like they're coming from over here. Around the next corner and... Oh no! Around the next corner and Keiko comes into view, surrounded by two boys who appear to be around the same age. Oh no! Oh hell no, we're breaking this up. Nobody messes with Keiko. What is it with you? We're trying to start a conversation. What, are you trying to blow us off? Or is it because you know we're right? Why don't you drop that bitch Suzume and get with the program like everyone else? Do you think you're better than us or something? Face it, you don't have any friends because nobody wants to be seen around with her. But at this point, even if you did drop her, her stink is all over you. This sure would be more fun if you knew how to speak. Those bastards! Oh. Ayumi winces in pain once more as her headache continues to be an issue. I don't care what they call me, but Keiko doesn't deserve this. Shota, you have to intervene. Right. How'd someone like you even become class president? Oh no, she's crying! Don't know! Seems to me like a class president should have a better judge of character. All you're gonna do is lead us into trouble. I mean, that's bad enough, but aren't leaders supposed to be strong? Look at you. Half the time you can't even speak. I'll tell you another thing. Shota, how are you gonna handle this? Both are good options, I think. I want to sock one of them without a word just for a show of force. Because they fucking deserve it for picking on Keiko like this for no fucking reason. It's making me fucking mad. On the other hand, if they're talking about Keiko not having enough, like, voice, would taking a peaceful approach work at all? Decisions. Okay. For this one, I think I'm just gonna go with my heart. As much as I would love to take a more peaceful approach, I don't think they're talking any logic. I don't think they're talking any logic at all. At the end of the day, they shouldn't have any say in who Keiko is friends with. And I don't even know why they're bothering her so much over this in the first place. Like, what do they have to gain out of it? So you know what? As much as I think the peaceful approach is probably the better option, they deserve to be fucking socked, okay? Yeah, let's sock one without a word. I'm sorry. Keiko, if this scares you, I'm sorry, but they don't deserve to talk to you like that. Huh? Who's that? Without saying a word, I fling my right fist forward and deliver a hook to the boy nearest to me. I manage to smack him straight across the side of his face, causing him to fall back in response. Ah! What the hell? Wait, you're one of those transfer students. I don't know how you made friends where you're from, but that's not how we make friends around here. Oh, really? And insulting the poor class president because she's friendly with a loner is how you do it? I don't think I like that kind of etiquette. Wherever I'm from. Like I would want you two losers as friends. I retort, spitting on the ground beside me. Shove off and leave her alone, unless you want more where that came from. Seriously? How does this girl keep attracting these kinds of people? Whatever, this guy looks like some kind of punk. This is getting boring anyway. Come on, let's go, Toshi. Crazy ass transfer. Who the fuck is Toshi? We're gonna remember that. Poor Keiko. Those jerks. Shota, let's go after the... I'm okay. Huh? Thank you, Shota. I was about to start crying, but seeing you come up like that made me feel better. Aww. Normally, it's Yumi coming to the rescue. I'm not gonna let this get to me. I'm gonna get stronger for her. Keiko. Here, why don't you take this? Keiko hands me a scrap of paper with both hands. Her whole body is still shaking from her ordeal. This slip of paper has my phone number on it. Oh, we get her phone number. Actually, hold on. I'm surprised we didn't have it earlier when we exchanged keys to search for Ayumi. Although, hey, I'm not going to complain about a free phone number, especially from a cute girl like Keiko. No, we're taking this. I was going to slip it in your locker tomorrow morning at school. I was too afraid to give it to you directly. Aww. But now that idea seems silly. I take the paper from her shaky hands and tuck it neatly into one of my pockets. Give me a call sometime, okay? I'm gonna head home now. Thank you again and see you in class. Aw. I'm glad that we inspired confidence in her from punching the shit out of those guys. But I'm sorry, it seems very more than just platonic. The way she was able to turn on a dime just like that. Like, I'd probably still be shaking up, crying, pissing myself if that were to happen to me, so. But hey, we love a strong, independent woman like Keiko, so. No complaints here whatsoever. Just saying, man, I'm so glad Keiko is okay. But I'm also really glad that we managed to help her. But that was a very quick turnaround. Anyways. You did a good thing today, Shota. I won't forget it. Now, we better head home ourselves. The way you hit that guy was totally priceless. Whack! He didn't have a clue what to do. He totally deserved what he got, and that's the best part. I'd have done the same if I was in your shoes. Bullies, they're the worst. Of course, I won't advocate you going around punching people. But I like to think bullies deserve a taste of their own medicine. Teachers often tell us to take the high road and to ignore them, but that never works. In a perfect world, maybe, but the world is anything but perfect. Sometimes, you just have to stand up for yourself. If you have to throw a punch sometimes, then so be it. I'm, of course, using what happened today as an example. You don't always have to punch someone to solve your problems. But standing your ground is still important. It's good to know that you can not only defend yourself, but also those who can't. Guess our hearts are more alike than I thought. But don't go making a habit out of it, okay? How about we relax for a bit? Aw, I like that little speech there. Honestly, I feel like a lot of people could learn from that, including myself, because I don't think I would have had the guts to go up and punch somebody. I would want to in my heart, but I don't have what it takes. My limbs are made of spaghetti. But in the end, like, yeah, I also need to learn how to stand up for myself, even if it is peacefully. And yeah, bullies should not be tolerated and ignored, because, well, ignored in some cases, but it's a hard situation. There are some times where just like ignoring them can work, but for this situation, when they're literally cornering her and just making her cry, we ain't about that. There's no way. If there's nowhere to hide, then you better fight back. But yeah, that was a nice little speech there. I like that. So how about we relax for a bit? My head is still killing me. That sounds fine with me. Yeah, I need a bit more time to recover from that ordeal. How about a little nap? After everything that happened, I could use one. You and me both. Nap time! The next afternoon. Ayumi, are you feeling okay? We're here. I sure hope nobody comes around and finds me in here. Are we we're not in the warehouse again, are we? I doubt I could explain that she gave me permission. Are we at her house? I don't think you'll have to worry about that. Yep, we're at her house. You may have already pieced this together, but my parents work overseas. They left the house to me so I could finish school in Japan. It was supposed to be mine when I graduated, but, well, I guess we both know how that turned out. Things never seem to go the way you want them to, do they? Ayumi, why are we here? All this seems to be doing is making you more depressed. Well, at least we have confirmation that the killer is not hiding here somewhere in any of the rooms. Because if it's just us here. But still, how did he know about, like, how did he know enough about this girl to make up a story like that? That's what I want to know. I needed a quiet place to think. This place is as good as any. It's as dead as I am these days. Sorry, I didn't mean to bum you out. I'm not feeling very chipper at the moment. Listen, ever since I became this way, I've been feeling like I've forgotten something important. I think I remember now. I wasn't the one the guy was after. At least, not at first. It was Keiko he was after, wasn't it? Ayumi poises the question as if I knew the answer. Maybe she was asking it to herself? Either way, an answer refuses to come. What I'm about to tell you is everything that happened. Exactly how I remember it. So, no spacing out. Got it? Someone else needs to know how things went down. No matter how hard it is for me to recall. The events of that night went something like this. Keiko, do you really need all this stuff? I'm surprised you're even able to carry it all. Keiko had exited the supply store with 2 big plastic bags hanging off each arm. She was carrying so much I was worried she might knock herself off balance and fall. Yumi, stop teasing me already. You know as well as I do that I always buy in bulk when you're with me. Sorry. You just look so funny walking around with all that stuff. Keiko starts peeking into every bag individually. She whispers to herself, making sure everything she needed was accounted for. I believe I have everything that I need. Thank you for the help. Sorry if I was any trouble. Hey, it's never been a problem before. Don't you start thinking it ever will either. Yumi. Oh, what did I ever do to deserve such a good friend? I must be cheating someone somewhere. Like anyone else wants me as a friend. I fling my arms over my head as we continue walking. Face it, you're stuck with me, Keiko Kairena. I see. Yumi, do you mind taking a few of these bags for me? My right arm is starting to get heavy. Ha! I thought you never asked. Sure, hand a few of those over this way. Wow! What do you have in these bags, Keiko? They weigh an absolute ton. It's mostly stuff for the festival coming up. You know, a few paintbrushes, cardboard, and other things like that. Are the paintbrushes made out of steel? I wish. They'd be a lot more durable if they were. It's getting late. We should probably be heading back home. Yeah, now that you're finished, we should be getting on. Hey, Yumi? What's up? You haven't been too hard on that transfer student you have under your wing, have you? He seems really sweet. And how do you know that, Keiko? You haven't even met him. I just have a feeling. One of your infamous feelings, huh? Well, I suppose you're not wrong. It doesn't seem all that bad. I know it might sound strange, but it kind of reminds me of you. You two should try becoming friends. You probably get bored hanging out with me all the time. Stop that. I never get bored spending time with you, Keiko. You're always having to do so much for me. Isn't that a huge burden for you? Ugh, will you stop it already? If you're a burden, you're one that I would take on willingly. You're my best friend. You're gonna make me cry. Happy tears, of course. Happy tears are the best tears. Oh, so they say. Huh? Hey, Keiko, what do you have there? Oh, you mean this? Keiko shows me a piece of paper she was holding in her right hand. I got it from a nice lady tending to the counter at the seamstress. It's supposed to be a part of some kind of ad campaign. She told me that it was to bring attention to our music program. It's apparently some kind of raffle that everyone can take part in. She said that it was only being held here. Isn't that interesting? Neat. Is there a prize? I don't know. Let me see. Huh? Who could that be? Oh, it's Arasashi. That was nice of him to say. What does it say? He's thanking me for showing him around. You should tell him you're happy. He appreciates it. I should. Not every day I get thanked for anything. I'll do it later once I'm back at my house. We're pretty much there already, so it won't be but a few more seconds. Now, what did you say that prize was? I glanced over and catch the writing on the front of the ticket. 10 million yen! No way! Let me see! I hastily take the ticket from Keiko's hands to get a better view. What the hell? Who in this town is fronting that much cash on the stupid raffle? It says here that the money is being donated by some private firms in Tokyo. Wow, this keeps getting more interesting by the minute. I hand the ticket back over to Keiko with a laugh. Can you imagine if you won that thing? Keiko, we'd be set for life. The thought has crossed my mind. I fold my arms up behind my head as we continue walking. We could do all kinds of things. We could travel the world or get a shared apartment in the big city. Possibilities with money like that are endless. I'd probably use it to pay back that $5 I owe you. Eh? Oh, you don't have to worry about that, Keiko. Man, just think of it. 2 of us in our own little apartment. God, just imagine it makes me want you to win even more. I'll do my best. Aw, don't worry. It's fine if you lose. I playfully bump into her with my shoulder. I mean, the odds of winning are pretty slim. But if you do win, what a dream that could fulfill. Hey, I should get one of those myself tomorrow. It'd help double our odds. That's a great idea, Ayumi. Here's to hoping for a better life for both of us. I unfold and lower my arms back from the back of my neck, returning them to my side. I wasn't sure of it, but after Keiko got her ticket, I had this feeling we were being followed. I caught a shadow out of the corner of my eye, and it never seemed to leave. Seeing the prize amount of that ticket helped to further solidify my suspicions. 10 million yen, huh? I cocked my head to the side, repeating the line to myself as we walked. Meanwhile, the shadow was slowly coming up from the direction I tilted my head. So, those tickets are pretty valuable then, right? I suppose so. That amount of money could change anyone's life forever. Would you say it might be enough for someone to commit a crime over? Yumi, are you okay? You're acting really serious all of a sudden. You're starting to scare me. Scare you? Break the tension by giving Keiko a playful shove. No, not at all. I say this half lying as I keep an eye out for the shadow behind us. That's a relief. May I ask why you asked such a random question? Oh, no reason. The last thing I want to do is freak her out. Well, being kind of secretive about it is going to freak her out more. I'm just saying. Keiko panics pretty easily, and that wouldn't help the situation. It's probably best if I don't tell her what's going on. If my hunch is right, it's a ticket they're after. Keiko, can I ask you a favor? Of course, what is it? Could you let me hold on to that ticket for you? Keiko pulls away from me shockingly. Yumi, I didn't expect you to ask such a thing. I didn't mean... Keiko, I don't want to scare you. Right now, something bad could be happening. I think it's because of that ticket. That's why I want you to give it to me. I'll give it back to you tomorrow morning at school. I promise. The last thing I'd ever do is steal from you. You know me better than that, don't you? Something's bad happening. Like what? Even from the little bit that I disclosed, Keiko's anxiety jumps through the roof. I shouldn't have even said that much. I don't want to upset you. It's probably nothing. Just let me hang on to that ticket for tonight. Okay, if you think you need to. I trust you, Yumi. Keiko hands me the ticket. I take it from her with a somber smile. Good. Thanks, Keiko. Now you go straight home. Got it? I turn to walk the other direction. Yumi, where are you going? Your house is right over here. I forgot to pay my respects back at the temple. I'll talk to you tomorrow. See ya. You're going all the way back to the temple? Yumi, what's gotten into you? Oh, protectors, hear my plea. I don't have much to offer, but I still hope you'll listen. There's someone I care a great deal about, and I want to see her protected from all the evils in the world. I don't suppose this coin covers a wish like that. Hope you don't mind, but I drew on it a bit. At least you'll know for sure who it came from. Of course, that may give you an excuse to ignore it. I hold the coin over the offering chest and close my eyes. This ticket might be worth 10 million yen. But she's worth all the money in the world. Aww. So that's how it happened? Pretty much. My memory stops there. Guy must have hit me or something from behind while I was donating my coin. That would explain why I can't remember past that point, and why he had it. Coward didn't even give me a chance to fight back. I guess all of this explains why nobody's questioning Ayumi's sudden leave. No friends or family, only Keiko, who's too afraid to look into things more by herself. Nobody really knows what happened to Ayumi, except for me. You'd be right about that, Shota. Ayumi answering my thoughts confuses me for a second. Oh, right, you can hear my thoughts. I wasn't exactly sure you could still do that when you're projecting. I could choose what I want to, and what I don't want to listen in on. Like how I can choose what I want to see. I'm with you all the time, but that doesn't mean I'm always watching. So, okay, good. She's not like watching at like the most intimate moments. That's good. Didn't want to worry about us like having to like always turn a certain way while we're peeing or something. I don't know. Okay, so that's good. That's very good to know. That makes me feel a little relieved. That makes me feel very relieved. Okay. I can imagine. Anyway, we need to figure out how to take that bastard down. Let's bring him to justice. What do you say? I've been with you so far. Good answer. Yumi confidently places her hands on her hips. I suppose our next course of action is getting back in there and getting my body back. Wait, I thought we weren't going to move it. I'm in, but how are we gonna go about doing that? Her confidence drains almost immediately. That's actually a really good question. The way that creep talked, seems like he's not going to move me anytime soon. I say our best chance at attempting a rescue would be this weekend. I'm still not fully recovered from yesterday. I don't think I could handle another headache so soon. Besides, he'll give us time to flesh out our plan of attack. You're sure your body will still be there? The way he was talking, he seemed too scared to move it. First, we get my body, then we get him. You bet, but wouldn't it be easier to just go to the police? With what evidence? She scoffs. No doubt if we went to the police straight away, the guy would run. We'd get my body back, but he'd most likely be long gone. Him gone, who do you think they'll look at for suspect number 1? That's right, the guy who just happens to know where to find my body. The person I was last seen publicly with. The one whose only excuse how he knows it's there is because a ghost told him. Okay, I see your point. Having my body before calling the police is ideal. It'd be a lot better if you weren't the one to stumble on it. But maybe we'd be able to come up with a story about you visiting your brother. You walked into some warehouse and found me, but even that would seem kind of suspicious. We'll have to cross that bridge when we get there. Oh,
hey, listen!
One quick thing while we're here. Could you follow me upstairs? Oh? It'll only take a second, I promise. Yeah, sure. Ayo? What's happening? Ayo? I do as Ayumi instructed and make my way upstairs. I mean, it's only fair since she's been in our room, so I guess we are honored with the privilege of being in her room. But what's happening? What's going on? As I step up each individual step, she silently glides alongside me. When we arrive in her bedroom, she floats a bit in front of me. What did you want to come up here for? I want to see the place again and play a little game. A game? Kind of. Ayumi floats around her room, gliding her hand through several objects as she speaks. I want you to look around. Any objects that you touch, I'll tell you about. I don't think I fully get you. Ayumi stops in front of her closet and stares at the empty space inside it. Nobody but Keiko knows anything about me. It'd be nice to have someone else know a few things before I vanish for good. Everything in here has a story connected to it. Go ahead and pick something up. I'll tell you what it means. Go on, no need to be shy. It's not like you're gonna go through my underwear drawer or anything. You wouldn't be the type of guy that's into that sort of thing, would you? On second thought, it's probably best you not tell me. So, what would you like to look at first? I'm glad she made that implication. But yeah, Shota knows better than that. Don't worry, Ayumi. Well, yay, now we get to know more about Ayumi in the first place. So what's your deal with softball and all this equipment here? That sweaty old thing? There's nothing in there but last year's uniform. Dad always heckled me to get a new one. One day he shows up with this and plops it on my head. Oh, on my bed, not my head. He said he had it made in the same town Mom's from. So it was sentimental value to me. Guess that's why I can't bring myself to replace it. Aw. It's kind of sweet. But what about your little tennis adventure here? I guess, is baseball as well? Let's start with baseball. Oh wait, softball. I'm sorry. You played softball, so it's probably your softball bat. Get careful with that. Ayumi materializes with a small degree of panic in her voice. I hit my first home run with that bat. It's super important to me. Keiko also told me that was the bat that hit the fly ball that got me into softball in the first place. Granted, I don't fully believe her, but I like to think so. Makes it all the more special, you know? The school replaced all the common bats last year. I was able to steal this one away, thankfully. Aw, that's actually kind of cute. Keeping your first bat from your first triumph in sports. That's really cute. So again, what's with the tennis racket? Kind of looks out of place with all the softball stuff, huh? This is actually Keiko's. Oh. She tried out for the tennis team one time, but didn't make it. Every now and again, we'd play a game against each other. She'd always win. I owe it to Keiko to try and help her improve her sport. After all, she's the reason that I found mine. It felt only right to try and help her the best I could. Did she ever make the team? No, sadly. She still loves to play, though. You gotta admire her for that. She never let not making the team ruin the fun of it for her. She's something else. Aww. Okay, what about this little boat over here? Are you into boat making? Oh, that old thing? My dad used to bring home these workshop kits when I was a kid. Keiko and I usually spent the next day trying to put them together. Keiko built the airplane and I built the sailboat. Yumi's voice lowers a bit. I say that, but Keiko helped me out a lot on mine. I've never really been good at arts and crafts. Sports have always been more my thing. Keiko's as talented with crafts as I am with a ball. Alright, time's up. What? No! That's all I'm telling you for now. I wasn't aware you were timing me, or that I thought we were going to get through all 8. It makes it more interesting if you decide to come back later. Did you find out anything new about me? Well, if we come back later, that's fine, but, I want you to be around when we come back later. Don't go vanishing on us, okay? There isn't a reason we should stay here any longer. What do you say we start heading back? Wait, Keiko gave you her phone number, didn't she? Have you had time to put in your phone? Yeah, I did it first thing when we got back. Good, you should give her a call sometime. I bet she'd be super excited. Oh, I think that about wraps it up. Let's head on back. Chapter 6. A Song for a Fading Sparrow. Oh no, does that mean she'll be fading? Early the next morning. I don't think I'm ready for the next morning, to be honest. But I might be okay. I think we still have enough time to figure out where we're heading next with this. Okay. So yeah, let's just do a little bit more. Early the next morning. Good morning. I hope you all had a fun weekend. I have a very special announcement today. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Today, I am pleased to inform you all about a dance for our third-year students. The use of the term caused whispers to kick up in the classroom. A what? A dance? Anyone else think that sounds super odd? I think T just lost it. Alright, knock it off. Mr. Konbini takes back control of the room. Allow me to better explain. Yes, a dance isn't something we normally practice, but there is a good reason for it. There's been a large surge in curiosity for Western culture lately. Oh, we're learning Western culture dancing. I was expecting like a traditional Japanese dance for like the Firefly Festival coming up or something. Okay, interesting. Our student council has put together something that I can best describe as a mock prom. Oh. Huh. So I guess they don't really have a prom in Japanese culture. Is that true? I mean, now that I think about it, I haven't really seen like a kind of like prom-esque event in Japanese culture. But yeah, I guess that is kind of a Western thing, isn't it? I hadn't even realized. Prom itself is a huge part of Western high school culture. However, it serves a dual purpose. It's not just a dance, mind you, but it will serve as our band's first gig of the year. Okay, that's the true reasoning. That's why you're pulling all this together. I see now. The main reason it's being held is to size up the talent this year. Also, I've heard the whole thing is being held as a co-ed event. Hopefully, that inspires some of you to actually show up. However, don't go getting any twisted notions in your heads. School staff will also be attending, so no hanky-panky with other people. I suppose it wouldn't hurt for you to ask that special someone to go with you. Why? Dude, why you gotta be... I know you're Mr. Insinuation with passive threats and whatnot, but like, dude, don't try to tell us how to live our lives. I mean, funny story time. I went to my prom by myself. I had a couple of crushes in high school, but I didn't really like date anyone like full on. And if I did, it was like for like 2 months before I was like, this is too much for me right now. I know, pretty strange for Succubus, right? But I feel like prom is just such a event where like, unless you either have a group of friends to go with, which is a very valid option, probably the best option for anybody, or if you're going with a significant other, like, those are great options, but don't make it a pressure just to go with somebody, And I admit I did not have fun at prom by myself, and I ended up being a third wheel for a lot of my friends who were there, and I felt really awkward about it because they were being all cute and stuff, and I was just being all sad, depressive, but looking glamorous as ever. I feel like there's a lot of notion about like asking someone out for a prom, but know that you don't have to, and you don't even have to go to prom if you don't want to. But I imagine for this plot point, Shota probably will be in the band portion anyways. Maybe he'll get a dance in with Keiko just as a common courtesy. As friends. Totally as friends. Definitely not as nothing more. Wink wink. But yeah, I don't know why I decided to go on that rant about proms. I don't think it was really needed. But I don't know, it's just... Mr. Konbini, people can go alone if they want to. It doesn't have to be all romantic, and you don't need to insinuate it like it's the most important thing in the world. Just saying. But, yeah. If you're going to prom alone, like, at least know what you're getting into. Okay. Rant over, back to story. I remind you that the purpose is not the dance itself, but to see the talent of our band firsthand. I do hope all of you will try to attend. If not to step on each other's toes, at least to show support for our school band. I myself am excited to see what all the new faces bring to the table. Now, for other announcements. A dance, huh? Sounds interesting. You know, I've read about proms before. You have? Uh-huh. Is that something normal that people read about over in Japan? They're pretty traditional in a lot of Western countries. I suppose you could maybe like watching like Western cinema or whatnot. Closest thing we have in Japan are culture festivals. Yeah, that's what I was hoping the dance would be, but I mean, I'm more familiar with proms, but I would have, I don't know which I would prefer, a prom or Japanese culture event. I guess it doesn't really matter in the end, as long as everybody has fun. But it's an interesting choice, I will say. It's all curious if you ask me, but in a good way. Yeah, because it's like good to know about other cultures around the world, so that way if you ever do visit someday, you'll be like, whoa, wow, I know about this and that, and but also be able to actually experience it yourself and see what it's really all about. So, I don't know. And learning a dance can be pretty fun. So, I personally think it's a great idea to experiment with other cultures. Yeah, see? This is why Ayumi's my girl. This is why I love her. She loves just being like, wanting to like explore the world and figure out more places of like, probably maybe even where she could fit in. But, yeah. I think this would be perfect. It'd right up Ayumi's alley. What do you think, Shota? Sounds a little odd. I'll keep an open mind. I'm sorry, Shota, you don't get a decision in this. We're gonna keep an open mind and learn about this new thing called prom.
Color me impressed.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Might sound strange at first, but I see the potential. Maybe, but it's not like I'll be able to do much dancing. I'm part of the band, remember? To be honest, it totally slipped my mind. I'm sure you guys will get a break during sets. It wouldn't be any fun if you didn't get a chance to join the floor. Keep an open mind, and you might find that you actually enjoy it. If you say so. Aw, where's your sense of wonder, huh? Hip hip hooray. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't you invite Keiko to go with you? I bet she'd be totally surprised. Super happy too if you asked. I don't suspect anyone else is gonna ask her. Won't she be there anyway? She's student council, right? Most likely, but it's a thought that counts. Ayumi flashes a cunning grin towards me. She is so trying to set these two up. Ayumi, I know Shota may not 100% see what you're doing, but I think I know what you're up to. And I do approve, even though as much as I want Keiko for myself. It grows until she's smiling ear to ear. Oh yeah, she's got that Cheshire cat grin. Nope, I'm settling it. You are taking Keiko. There you go, making decisions for me again. Haven't made a bad one for you yet? Are you even sure about this dance thing? I have mixed feelings about all of this. That's probably how a lot of people are feeling. I'm sure it'll be fun though. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Looks like we will. Arasashi. Well, I think it's better to end on a lighter note like that. That was adorable as fuck. After all the intrigue and secrets revealed, it was nice to end on a silly note of a prom in a Japanese high school. But yeah, okay. Oh boy, this was an intense one, I think. Especially from the shipyard to the classroom. Oh boy. We uncovered the body. We heard the killer talk like a crazy person. We know a little bit more about what happened when Keiko and Ayumi split up, and how Ayumi could have died, and Keiko getting bullied, which is not okay. So we're going to dance our heart outs and make her happy because she deserves to be happy. Next time, Akira is probably going to talk to us about the band and all the upcoming music we'll have to learn for the festivities. So we'll get right back into that next time. So If you enjoyed this playthrough and are just as intrigued as I am to know where all this is heading, then be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment below what you think. What do you think is going to happen next? Are we going to go on a nice peaceful dance, or are we going to do the dance from Beat It and do a little knife fight with the killer? I don't think any of those are going to be happening so soon, but I think might be a good idea to follow along so we can figure it out together. And with that, that is the end of our playthrough for today. So thank you so much for taking your time out of your day to watch me play Watashi Suzume, and I hope to see you in the next one. So take care and have a lovely rest of your day. Bye bye!